You see, our overconsumption, which is the act of buying things we don't need, is killing the environment. Kotn Clothing talks about circular traceability. Think of it as farm to table kind of situation. And in order for me to explain to you guys about circular traceability, we might need to talk a little bit about economy, just a little bit. Just give me a couple of seconds. And before we dive in, I want to say thank you to this internet friend for suggesting this brand for me to look into. Oh, and if you're new here, if you're into sustainable fashion, conscious living, and caring for our planet, we should be friends. Subscribe to this channel and join the community of beginner environmentalists. Welcome to my Conscious Consumer series where we talk about sustainable brands and look into them critically. For today, we're discussing Kotn Clothing. So what is circular traceability? First, let's separate the two words and get into definition of each of the words. In the context of fashion, circularity is when a designer considers the lifespan of your clothes, from the moment they're designed, source materials, to the end life, instead of going it to the landfills, maybe potentially using it, maybe potentially recycling the material or upcycle the product. The idea of products designed with circularity in mind is that the quality of the product is much more better. It's supposed to last longer compared to fast fashion. H&M, Zara, I'm coughing way too much. The main goal of circularity is eliminating waste. Right now, how things are, everything is basically linear. You make the product, a consumer purchases it. When a consumer doesn't want it anymore, it goes to landfill. And let's just say when the clothes are falling apart, there's always a way where some companies would let you send the clothes back to them so they could recycle the material. Traceability is where you can trace back where the material came from, even when it is raw. When it comes to sustainability, the whole supply chain needs to be considered. For example, if the product was designed to last longer, sure, it's definitely sound great. However, if it's not sustainable throughout the whole supply chain, it is also a problem. For example, so let's just say the use of non-organic cotton. When it comes to non-organic cotton, it uses way more water and it uses a lot of fertilizers. So what happens to that area in terms of the supply chain? The soil of the area they used to harvest the cotton would not be healthy anymore, which means there won't be any more crops, which is a problem. The people who are picking the cotton is also exposed to toxic chemicals that will, in long term, damage their health. So when it comes to traceability, it is them being able to trace where the material is throughout the whole supply chain system. All right, so we know that circularity would help us eliminate waste, but what are the other benefits? It could potentially increase competitiveness, which inspires innovation, which could create more jobs, and in the long run, boost the economy without us destroying our planet even further. All right, are you guys still there? I know that was a lot of information and terms and maybe new ideas to a lot of you. I just thought I should just put circularity in your radar, maybe something you guys can read about. Also, while you're at it, can you like this video? It would really help this channel a lot. All right, so let's check out this brand as a brand and see if we actually like them and if they actually do what they say that they're doing. I'm gonna take my laptop and I'm gonna go through their website with you. So they're talking about quality essentials. It's ethically made from authentic Egyptian cotton. So if you don't know, quality essentials meaning the basic stuff that you need in your wardrobe. All right, so they talk a lot about communities and giving back to the community where they harvest their cotton, which is really cool. They talk about their farms as well, the direct trade. Well, when it comes to the labor and how they treat their farmers, it seems like it's really nice that they do it directly instead of having the middleman. And they are saying that they're using organic cotton. So from there, you would know that at least the people who harvest the cottons, and hopefully the soil won't be too damaged. Fair and equal pay, careers not jobs. Okay, just letting you guys know, when it comes to career and jobs, the difference is career, for me, in my opinion, how I see it, careers are more long-term instead of jobs. And it's really important for a company to invest in their employees' development. You want that in a company. So they talk about schools in the area where they harvest the cotton, and they went on talking about researching about the people and how children not having the accessibility to education. Personally, I love this kind of mission statement, you know, working with NGOs and local schools, because I used to, back in the day, I wanted to be in politics and I wanted to be in education, because education is very important. It's near and dear to my heart. So, you know, reading about this, it's definitely really cool where they're giving back to the community where they harvest their cotton. I went through to see if the press has anything bad to say about them, and so far, not much other than promoting their products. If you've been here a while, you know that I like to use the Good On You app to see their ratings. So according to Good On You app, it rates them as good. The basic is made from 100% Egyptian cotton. The labor is good, environment not good enough, and the animal is good. So it says here that it's not good enough because they don't use eco-friendly material. They use certified dyes, and there's no evidence that they minimize textile waste, which is really interesting and something that I need to, as a person, to look into it more. Alright, so the prices on here is nothing amazing. It's just the standard price of a sustainable brand, which means that it's not affordable or accessible to everyone. Because not all of us make more than, I don't know, 55K a year. So that one thing that would make me want to purchase from them is the fact that they are giving back to girls in the area the accessibility of education. However, based on the app that I personally trust and how their labor and animals are only good and the environmental side is not good enough, makes me feel like the price tag is not worth it. Also, I am just a graduate student who makes less than 20 grand a year. So realistically, in this moment, right now, it's not affordable or accessible for me. And for you to be a sustainable or a conscious consumer, you don't need to buy stuff like that from brands like this. These brands are not evil, they're just another option. And for you, they're just another option for a more sustainable life, but it's not the only option. Like this video if you enjoy it, and if you want more videos like this, please do subscribe to this channel, and if you have any suggestions, don't be shy to comment down below. I will see you guys next week, and until then, take care. Bye guys.